Welcome back everybody, Matt the Matt here, hope you're doing well. So today is the anniversary of the 2010 movie, The Town. This was directed by Ben Affleck. It was actually his second film coming off of God Made Me Gone in 2007. This also starred Jeremy Renner, Rebecca Hall, and John Hamm. This is one of my favorite movies. This was easily one of my favorites in 2010, and 2010 was like one of the best years in movies by far. You had Toy Story 3, you had Inception, you had Black Swan, 127 Hours, The Social Network, True Grit Remake, The King's Speech, The Fighter. I can go on and on with the movie that came out in 2010, but The Town was in my top 5 that year, and like I said, it was a stacked year. This is easily my favorite, not only directed film by Ben Affleck, even though he would go on to win the next year, or the next film of his, Argo, would go on to win Best Picture. Not Best Director, but Best Picture. And then even his recent film, Air, is one of my favorites. But The Town is, both as a director and even as an actor, I would say it's easily also one of my top favorite Ben Affleck performances. And then like the cast in this movie, Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner was, he was around, he's been around at the time that this movie came out. Like the Hurt Locker the year before got him a lot of Oscar notice. But this is the movie that actually got him his Best Supporting Actor nomination for the role that he plays in the movie. Also in the movie, you got like Chris Cooper. He only has one scene in the movie, which was a real bummer to only have one scene with the great Chris Cooper as Doug McCrae's father, Ben Affleck's character. He also had Peter, I don't know how you say his last name, Postulate or something. This was his last movie before he passed away. I think he had cancer at the time. He was in this movie and Inception the same year. He played Fergie the Florist. He did a great job. Especially Rebecca Hall. Rebecca Hall in this movie was phenomenal. Some of us already knew her from the Christopher Nolan movie, The Prestige, with Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. But this was the movie that really sold her for me. Her chemistry with Ben Affleck was great. Then later on when you find out about Dougie. Also Blake Lively in this movie. This was at a time when Blake Lively was only known for Gossip Girl. And I never watched Gossip Girl, but it was like, oh, Ben Affleck got the Gossip Girl actress to be in this movie. Okay, I don't know why he did that. Well, that was the movie that really made me go, oh, Blake Lively can act. Okay. And even she doesn't have a huge role in the movie either. And that's the thing about this movie is there's so many characters that really don't have a huge role, but when they are on screen, they make the most of it. Chris Cooper, Blake Lively, even Peter the Florist, who played Fergie. He doesn't have that much in the movie, but when he's on screen, you're paying attention. And I love how this movie, I like bank heist movies. Don't tell anyone I said that I work at a bank. But I like bank heist films. And yeah, this movie has a lot of, there's a lot of influence of Heat, the Michael Mann movie. Just like in The Dark Knight, Heat was a major influence of that movie. Heat is also an influence of this movie. You can tell with the opening scene of the bank heist, even the whole Claire Keesley and Doug McRae relationship was like Robert De Niro and the girl in Heat. Her not even knowing that he's a bank robber until later on, and then she's almost like in this back and forth with him. So I mean, I love the opening bank heist when they're wearing those skeleton masks. It's great and gets you right into the movie. And I like how each heist is different. The first one is a bank heist. Second one is a car chase heist. It's great. And with the nun, and also, and then the outfit in the second part. The nun outfit is so iconic. I remember watching that trailer and that scene where the little boy is looking at the car. They show the window, see the nun, mask in slow-mo as it drives by. And then the whole ending at the Fenway Park, the Cathedral of Boston. Great, and they're dressed in cop uniforms. I mean, great. I mean, and then this movie has some great one-liners. I love to have a good cry at the nail salon. My favorite. Or, I can't tell you what we're doing, but we're going to meet up some guys. Whose car are we taking? My brother died on a day like today. Oh, really? All those sunny days. Isn't it weird that I think of someone dying when it's sunny? And that quote has always been my quote that I use every year when it is the anniversary of when my friend died. Because that day it was a sunny day outside. It was a beautiful sunny day, and then I got the news. So when I hear that in this movie, The Town, it always reminds me of all of those sunny days. My brother died on a day like today. So that's where that came from. And then the scene where Claire Keesley, finally, runs into Jeremy Renner. Oh, what was your name? Jim? Jim, yeah. When I was in school, the teacher said, yeah, you can have him. He's a real gem. And it's funny, it's great. I also love the music. The score in this movie is perfect. I love listening to it. And then the Jolene song during the end credits is great. I love listening to that song. This movie's only less than 2 hours, an hour and 58 minutes before credits. Perfect runtime. I'm thinking about making a change. Taking Heat. Oh yeah, and there he is. Mr. 6 and 2. What happened? You're a crime scumbag. Why don't you figure it the fuck out? I need your help. I can't tell you what we're doing, but we're gonna hurt some people. Whose car are we taking? My favorites. I can't believe it's already the 15th anniversary of this movie. Wow, where has the time gone? I was only a junior in the beginning of my junior year of college at SCAD. SCAD doesn't even start until after Labor Day weekend. So this movie came out only after the second week of the fall quarter of September 2010. So yeah, I was only in 2 weeks into my fall quarter, beginning of junior year at SCAD. And yeah, it was, I already saw God May Be Gone in theaters back in 2007. It was definitely one of the better movies of that year too, in 2007. And then with this, I was just, and not only that, a lot of people don't know that because of this movie, it was the catalyst for my second film in college, where I made the movie pre-production, where a group of filmmakers decide to rob a bank. Don't tell my job that. They wouldn't know that. Wait a minute, you actually made a movie in college about kids robbing a bank, and you worked at a bank? Oh boy. Just kidding. No, I didn't make a movie about robbing a bank. Um, but I had, the whole black, wearing all black with masks on. I even almost got either the nun mask or like a skeleton looking mask for the actual costume for the guys that were going to go rob the bank. I said, oh, that can't be that close to the town. But I also tried to make the color palette very similar to the look of the town. But yeah, so that was like my inspiration for my second film in college was the town, the Ben Affleck movie. And yeah, so what did you think of the town? Are you a fan of the second Ben Affleck movie in his directorial career? Do you think this is one of his best acting jobs? What do you think about Jeremy Renner, Rebecca Hall? I even forgot to mention John Hamm, who plays the FBI cop in this movie. Yeah, I really like this film. I thought he did a good job too. There's also a director's cut of this movie. Here is the director's cut, or extended cut, of the town. There you go. Got it right here. I still prefer the theatrical cut. Not that this is not as good. It's only about, it says it's about 20 minutes longer, or almost a half hour longer. But yeah, it's about a half hour longer than the original cut. I mean, other than, there's only two notable moments in the extended cut. One is John Hamm tries to make a move on Rebecca Hall, trying to be a little flirty, trying to ask her out. And didn't work for me. And then there's another really good scene where Ben Affleck goes to an abandoned, broken down bus in the middle of the woods, and he ends up shooting his gun off after he finds out that Claire Keeley knows that he's the bank robber. But really, other than that, I still prefer the theatrical version. But hey, this has a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. So if you like that type of stuff, like I do, that's a good idea to watch this. And if you still want to just see the extended version, I'm sure you can find it somewhere. But yeah. So let me know in the comments below, are you a fan of The Town? This is shown to me one of Ben Affleck's best directorial films. Like I said, I know he won for Argo, but I still prefer this over Argo. Live by Night, Air. But let me know in the comments below. Are you a fan of The Town? Is this one of your favorite bank heist movies? It's definitely one of mine. Is up there with Heat. Well, let me go. Matt the Matt here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. I'll be seeing you in this life or the other.